that out last night, Aaron, as Robert Griffin III will get his first chance. Baylor receives here as OU won the toss and deferred. 2nd and 9. Griffin pumps, then goes downfield, and wide open is Kendall Wright. Goodbye. Touchdown Baylor, but a flag is down at the 18-yard line, so we'll have to check that.
Play. Holding. Offense, number 68. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
20 after the penalty. And Griffin is swallowed up in the... Griffin under pressure, and it is caught at the 20. Obviously, it'll be well short of the first down. Terrence Williams was the receiver.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 7. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. 1st down.
Defensive coordinator. He's not afraid to do it, as you saw in his 3rd down. Here's another one.
Ganaway searching for some real estate, but 3rd and 19 now.
And the man up top.
Going to take a strike downfield, well overthrown, and another flag comes in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 32. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
Great awareness.
And now the screen to the near side with Goodley, and Goodley surges.
They bring a player in, you have to allow the defense to be able to do the same.
This is Salubi now, and he tries to get the edge and makes a move back to lone back. Play action. Griffin launches it to the end zone and overthrows. And 3 now. They go with the wide receiver sweep, and Reese cannot escape. A tackle for loss that time by Sprint. Baylor has never beaten Oklahoma. 0 for 20. OU is the... So Landry Jones to pass on Oklahoma's first play of Roy Finch, and he scoots out. 2nd and 10 now for Jones, and wide open that time is Reynolds, and look at Reynolds go, crossing midfield.
Not even close.
2nd and 8 now. Jones looks to the far side, and he finds Reynolds again.
They're right up and ready to go.
Great
All
example of that pace. And coming up and making it 13. Jones steps up, flag is down, as wide open, walking into the end zone was Camille Jackson, but we will check on the flag.
Personal foul. Chop block. Number 22. Offense. 15-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now with Jones. They only bring 3 this time. Ball is up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Play action. Griffin, pressure again, and taken down by out. That was dangerous. Seen the fast pace plenty so far, but we haven't seen a score. And this is James Hanna, his tight end, tiptoe. Hanna can go. He had a 76-yarder against Oak State last year. Here's Roy Finch, and nothing to allow. 3rd and 8. To the far side, and Reynolds, did he juggle that?
He juggled it.
So incomplete. And you see the big leg. Barkley, tremendous pro prospect. And right here, Robert Griffin.
Ball player.
And now they go with the screen to Reese. And
right into it.
And now Terrence Williams at midfield. And Williams puts on a move. And
pace. Now you have to defend pace as well.
Both teams do a good job. And look at Ganaway spinning his way inside the 30. And another flag comes in from the...
Personal foul. Face now. Defense, number 6. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run.
As a head coach, and now here's success at Baylor. 3rd and 12. And once again, motion. Looked like it. Miscommunication there. 3rd and 17. And Griffin, not much. And he ties the... Jones avoids the pressure, steps up, and then that ball traveled long-time defensive guru. 2nd and 10 now. Over the middle, and that is incomplete. Crowd ready to roar in support of this defense. They only bring 3. Jones takes a strike, and it's right on the hands of Kenny's. Fly sweep this time with Trey Franks, and Franks gets to the outside and then tumbles. The ball came out at the very end, and it is Baylor's ball. They upended Trey Franks, and he lost the ball. Joe Williams. 3rd and 6 now. And here's where Griffin can be dangerous, but he's taken down from offense. 3rd and 7. Jones, plenty of time, and then finds his man over the middle. They keep it with Finch, and Finch, possibility of Oregon catching a loss. They're currently right in front of them in the BCS standings. Here's Finch, and he is out. To pass on 3rd down. And it is complete for a 1st down as he finds the backup type. Line to make is the 23 on 3rd and 6 for Landry Jones. Pumps one way and then is swallowed up. And it was Nicholas Jean-Baptiste. Phil Bennett lit a fire underneath. They've been keeping him in check in the running game at least. And now they bring pressure, and it's a quick strike this time to Kendall Wright. He has a blocker out in front, past midfield, and there goes Kendall Wright, still on his feet, all the way inside the 30.
Big play by Kendall.
Ganaway, big hole up the middle and a 1st down.
Advantage of the nice block on the inside.
Here's Ganaway again, straight up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Drive by Baylor. All Finch, good block out in front. And untouched until he was already past the 10-yard line. He was trying to find somebody to block. 1st down, play action now for Jones. And he gets it complete. Suspended last year before the Texas game for some immature comments on Twitter. Here's Finch, and Finch with a really good-looking juke. 2nd and 7. They get blockers out in front for Stills, and he gets the corner and goes down the sideline before he is makes for a 2nd and 11 now. Pressure off the edge from Baylor, and what a play that time by Jones has plenty of time, and he gets it complete right at that mark. He was cut down, but possibly the 2nd surge got it for them. So a 1st down just outside the 10, so it's not 1st and goal. Here's Finch inside the 5. Millard is in the backfield with him on 2nd and a long 2. Little delay play, and Bell powers his way into the end zone. Mike Hicks was on the receiving end up. And with that
part of this game, they couldn't run a lick.
So back to business is Griffin. He's going to launch it downfield, looking for Reese, and he's wide open. What did we say about quick strike? How about that? Instantly. Remember, Baylor has never defeated Oklahoma. Ball was tipped and then caught, and then spinning free is Jackson, individual that Iowa State team next week before Bedlam at Oklahoma State on December 3rd. Here's your 3rd and 5. Jones going to try to do it on his own, and he comes up well short that time. Half a minute to go in the half. Play clock running down, game clock running down, and they're giving the look of going for it. But they're, as you see, Griffin's numbers Use plays that sparkle as much as those shoes you're wearing tonight, EA. Jones, he has the strike downfield, and he connects with James Hanna, who breaks free inside the 20, all the way down. Brennan play now, straight up the middle, and play with about 2nd and 2. Well, handoff Millard, and he just bulls his way in for the score. We told you. And now Michael Honeycutt. And nowhere to go that time. French star defensive end who was injured earlier. 3rd and 11. Griffin, all kinds of time, and that's going to be close to the line. Griffin, you tell me.
No.
I don't think so at all. That was David King stepping up. And this is a turnover on downs. How about that from David King? Position for Oklahoma to take the lead here. Jones, downfield strike, and that is complete inside the 5 to Kenny Stills.
That was all.
Bell looking for room and finding it with ease, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
Joe.
And it is Arkansas, a lot to be determined. It was the Dr. Pepper 10. Griffin underneath to Kendall Wright. He tries to shake free.
This is within 7, and Oregon getting blown out at USC.
And Baylor gets state against Oklahoma State. BCS standings just thrown into that blender. Here's Lanier Sampson. 2nd and 10. Downfield. Complete! Oh, no! He took a couple steps with it to take
Control of the ball.
3rd and 10, and that time he overthrows Andrew Jones. You see what he's done since that 7-13 start. See if he can keep himself hot here in the 3rd. And he quickly gets it on the play action for Oklahoma at the 25. Jones gets away from the pressure and then gets the back Finch for a gain of, made the move over to defense. 2nd and 1. Finch cuts back, cuts to the outside, stays on his feet, picks up a block, and is able to scoot him. They only send 3 after Landry Jones, and it's going to be short of the line to make a flag. All-American. 2nd and 13. And that ball's floating in the air and picked up by Kendall Wright. Touchdown Bears. Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good. The bounce into the arms goes for an 87-yard touchdown.
Watch Tevin Reese. He's the inside guy right up top. Now he slows this route down, and Ward gets his hand on it, pops it in the air. Kendall Wright, touchdown.
What a way to tie up the game against the 5th-ranked team in the country. And sometimes, Matt, you need those kind of plays to pull off this kind of a game.
There's no question.
Finch spins out of the way and just gets back. 2nd and 10. Jones looking over his options and then decides to run it and makes a very nice move. Pressure up the middle, and they got to him.
There's our guy.
Nicholas Jean-Baptiste looking for a defensive stop. And it's incomplete on that last offensive play for the Sooners.
Oh, he's got him.
He's going to take a shot again for Reese. And he just... 3rd and 10 now for Griffin. Steps up against the pressure and completes it for a 1st down to Kendall. Quick snap to Ganaway, and he runs Griffin, and he's over 300 yards. He's going for 330 and 2 touchdowns. Looking to add to that here. But here with green grass ahead of him, look at the speed. And he smartly settles in. Now it's Ganaway's turn. And he will be tackled.
Substituted offensively, so he has to allow the defense time to do it.
Empty backfield for Griffin. Can he get out of that mess? Backed all the way up to his 40. And then he is able to get it complete, but obviously on 4th and 11, I guess in what they consider no man's land of the 36-yard line. Risk reward, will they get it? They bring pressure on 4th and 11. And a diving effort that time by Terrence Williams, as well as the flag. Remember what happened just moments ago with Williams.
Now can put a smile on it.
Baylor threatening now. Look at that play action. Did he ever sell that? Touchdown, Jordan Niver. Oh my, did RG3 sell it? Empty for Landry Jones. A little bit pressure off the edge, but he gets it complete out to the 4th. 3rd and 3 against the upset-minded Baylor Bears. And complete for the first down to Jones. Intercepted. KJ Morton with the pickoff. Mistakes can be costly. Let's see if Baylor makes them pay. Griffin downfield, and in stride is Sampson. He breaks free, cuts down to the 24-yard line. Here come the Bears. Instead, they slow it down here before this 1st and 10. Oh, a bad snap. And Griffin is going to try to make the most of it, and incomplete is what he needs.
That is smart.
Griffin and the Bears. And here is Griffin. Tried to stiff arm his way to some freedom, and a flag comes in.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 32. Half the distance to the goal from the end of the run, automatic.
So, first down at the 11. Ganaway. Touchdown, Baylor. The interception. They were challenged right here in the second half. Oklahoma did exactly what you'd expect the Sooners to do when they came out from the locker room. Jones now. That was a good-looking throw to Jones. Keep it on the ground with Finch. Oh, what a beautiful move by Finch. And he's still battling down. 2nd and 10 now. Pressure off the edge, and they get to Roy Finch, who scores. Jones pumps once, then to the air, and he overthrew
the big play.
To the end zone, well overthrown. Baylor's defense. He has 426 as it stands.
There you go.
And he's going to be close to the record. Beating Oklahoma. 3rd and 9. What does Griffin come up with here? It's going to be well short, and he took a... It's Brandon Williams, and Williams cuts back and does so with ease for a gain of about... Jones on first down. Complete. And another, well, close to a... Can Jones pull off a rally of his own? Williams now, and look at Brandon Williams. Another 12-yard. Plenty of time if they can score here. And complete again. DeJuan Miller gets free for another first down.
Looks like pressure.
He lofts it, and it is complete inside the 10. Down. It is just too easy for Blake Bell, and Oklahoma is...
It's time for him to show up.
Here's Griffin, and he keeps it himself and surges ahead. Play action. Griffin is going to tuck it and run it. Remember, he has that world-class speed, and he slides down. 2nd and 7 now. Screen game.
That's a backward pass.
And that is defense come up big here. 3rd and 17.
One-on-one on the outside.
Griffin with lots of time, looking over his options, and then launches it downfield, but overthrows. Finch back into the game, and he gets the call, gets a good block, a first down, and a lot more. And comes in as the back on 2nd and 10. Jones with time, and he goes to Clay out of the backfield.
Something deep, but he'll take it underneath.
Here's Jones now. Over the middle and in stride is Jazz Reynolds.
Field making plays.
And Oklahoma hurries back up to the line and snaps it. Just over 2 minutes to play, and that is complete to... They go with the screen, Trey Franks, and he's going to have a Sooners. First down from the 18, Jones. Over the middle, and that was dangerous. 4:35 for Jones, but he needs a little more magic here. Complete to the 11-yard line to Rattery.
On territory.
Jones, plenty of time, goes with Clay. First down, and he scoots out. It'll be... Also has Trey Millard there, the fullback, with him. Here he goes. Bell into the end zone. He does it again. His 4th touchdown of the game.
So a little bit of a change, but...
Flag came in there.
False start. Offense. Number 74. 5-yard penalty. Retry.
Yes. Griffin is going to keep it himself, and he is dangerous in full stride. Griffin picks up a block but could not stay in bounds. Bears. Here's Griffin now, trying to escape the pressure, and Griffin into midfield for that successful range of Aaron Jones. Pressure off the edge. It is complete to Kendall Wright. Kendall Wright gets through, and Kendall Wright is down inside the 34, where Aaron Jones has hit before. 21 seconds as they move the chains. The clock stops momentarily. Remember, no timeouts for Baylor. Empty backfield for Griffin. He has time, launches it to the end zone. Touchdown! Terrence Williams! And 4 touchdowns on a magical night.
And he buys the time with his feet, and then his eyes find the back of the corner. But keep in mind, Art Briles was willing to let this thing go. He was going to run the clock out, but they tempted fate, and fate answered with a 6-point throw to seemingly finish this game.
It's seen knee surgery in 09 and having to work his way back. And these thrilling finishes, Griffin struck. And now the squib kick. He takes a bounce. That's a live ball. And Baylor tries to come up with it, and they may have. And they have. Baylor is going to close this show. A special teams mistake by the Sooners. They're bringing the ball back to midfield, and that bench. And when the story of this college football season will be told, they will remember this weekend. That put everything upside down. Iowa State, USC, and Baylor just made a mess of the BCS.